I'm introducing Nick Andrews here. I'm Stuart Trusty, and Nick is our information architect at WorldBit. We're going to introduce a new concept around the WorldBit called Consume.io. It's a new analytics platform for business and for consumer. And I'm going to give you a little background because it's a little hard to get at first grasp. We do have some technical videos that are up, and I'd encourage the technicians to probably look at those. But we're going to try to give some background for this. So Nick, we know each other a long time. I'm going back to a conversation we had in a basement one time about how telephone companies really are giving away phone service, and they are collecting something else in exchange that is actually the revenue for their company.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that? Because I don't think we all know about this.
So I think what you're referring to is metadata. So metadata is that little known fact that your phone is always tracking you. It's always listening, it's always watching. And today we see the results of that in a lot of the applications that we use and a lot of the technology that we use. Where you see things that become relevant to you based on previous interactions. And this is basically what you're referring to, Sue, is that metadata that has been collected for years.
Okay, so let's just clarify this metadata. I mean, what is it? It's like I see an ad, and then I pull over, and I'm at McDonald's, and then, I call my wife, and then I make a purchase. I mean, on my phone. I mean, you're telling me that all this data is being collected?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That data is not only being collected, but it's being used for marketing purposes wherever applicable.
So actually, this data is more important, more valuable to these big telcos, these Verizons and Sprints. It's actually more valuable than the revenue they're getting from selling phone service, and that they're collecting it using our devices as intelligence gathering things and selling it to corporations, and that's the basic business model.
That's a very important aspect of their business model, and it allows them to basically create applications that live on these handsets that allow this amount of metadata to be collected. So when I'm designing an application, I don't actually have to tell you that I'm collecting your metadata. I can get you to agree for me to collect your metadata.
Without reading these big long agreements.
Why would I?
Right.
Yeah.
So now that was actually a number of years ago we had that conversation, and then there's this advent of Facebook, which takes it to a whole nother level. I mean, what kind of data are they collecting, and how are they using it, and is that the basis for all the revenue of Facebook?
So I mean, what we see now is we see the term audiences. So the term of audiences is basically how we're defining marketing opportunities for each individual that lives within the Facebook ecosystem.
Huh. So basically, we're trying to take this technology and make it an open intelligence system that's fair, that you opt into, you actually have control of this, and that we're going to do the same kind of analytics like with where you are and what you're interacting with, but it's going to be more of a fair and open market. Is that kind of the platform for Consume.io? How would you describe it?
I mean, I would describe it as basically that's the inherent nature of blockchain. Blockchain is decentralized, but it is honest. So we want to make sure that you know that your data is being used to bring you relevant opportunities, relevant information, and relevant, data at the end of the day for the people that would actually utilize it.
I see. And you've actually taken these observations and turned them from theories into your own algorithms and analysis, and you did this for a email marketing platform. Can you describe that a little bit?
So email marketing has been one of my specialties for the past 5 or 6 years. I've worked on campaigns involving a number of affiliates, a number of marketers, and everybody uses email to reach a consumer, but it's a fact that 99% of all email never gets open. So now here we are in a 21st century marketplace where at some point almost 99% of these transactions online are going to be almost induced by some marketing effort. So that actual marketing effort can be more intelligent. It can be automated. So these algorithms and this platform, Consume.io, is intended to be that bridge, for the consumer to say, hey, this is what I'm interested in, this is what I like, and also for the businesses that are relevant to that consumer to participate in a fair and honest, transparent blockchain manner.
All right.